boys make a noise. We're the red hot Saveloys. We are the boys from Werribee. You can bring.
Welcome back, and of course we've got the Colt segment and Mr. Alex Tagani. Good morning, Alex.
Oh, I got the mister, don't
Yeah, you missed it. Now you're elevated, mate.
Elevated. Well, I'll tell you who else is elevated. That's Corio. They defeated Werribee in sloppy conditions in a 5th versus 6th match. And we caught up with the stars for Corio, Anthony Goose-Grace, and Werribee, who's also a TAC Cup player, Daryl Chesterman. 5th versus 6th in the Colts. You can't ask for more of a climatic game at this time of the year. So we'll start off with the home side and Anthony Grace, or Goosey as you're known around the club. Take us through Corio's form in the last week. I heard you had a big win.
Yeah, it was a good win last week. Got all the boys back from the seniors. All started in there at the start of the year. We were struggling a bit, but yeah, it was a good game last week. Come out and got a good win.
Yep. Take us through some of those boys, how they've been travelling. Who have been the Colts that have been playing seniors in the last couple of weeks?
Dylan Shelley, he's been playing real well in the seniors. Kicked, I think it was 6-7 goals in 2 games. Done real well. And Lane Baker, Josh Tate, Michael Cadman, and Sheridan Stack, even Luke Cornwall. Yeah, field's good boys in the seniors. Yeah.
Today's past Players' Day, and it's a reunion for 95 Colts premiership team. So that's 20 years since your club last won an under-18s flag. What would it mean to get that flag this year?
It'd be unbelievable. There's no better feeling. Yeah, it's going to be a good day to here today. Hopefully we'll get a win.
Yeah.
And the seniors get their first win. It'd be amazing.
Yep. But you know what? A win would also be amazing for Werribee in here. I've got Daryl Chesterman. Yeah. Mate, I heard you got an impressive footy resume. A bit of, well, you tell us, how do you go about it week by week?
We have to we have 2 people in the Jets for us.
Yep.
And me and Sutter are forward. And we have to train with the Jets on Tuesday, so we don't really see much club time. And if we make the squad for the week, we have to train on Thursdays. So most of the pre-season we didn't see our teammates. But now we're back. I've gotten a couple of Jets games. Sutter's yet to play one, but hopefully we'll get one by the end of the year. Only 6 weeks left, so footy's nearly over.
Mate, we love our TAC Cup footy as well. But just back to Colts, as impressive as your Western Jets form is, big win last week. But the week beforehand, you couldn't quite get the result. Can you take us through what happened?
Yeah, we're missing a lot of key players. Our captain missed out, and we just played really bad in that game. And then last week we got better. We didn't play that well in the first half, but in the second half we kept them goalless. So it was really good last week to get a win.
Yep. Finally, do you think the boys have what it takes to get to the finals?
Yeah, if we have a full squad, I reckon we can make finals, play well in it, and hopefully win it.
All right. Well, as I said, 5th versus 6th. You can't ask for a bigger occasion as this. Thanks for your time, boys. And look at that sloppy weather. Well, I actually braved the runner's top, but I'm glad to be inside this morning, Dick.
Thanks, Alex. And Alex will be back again next Saturday morning talking everything that's Colts footy. Well, I alluded to the fact we've got a very special guest on the show this morning, and he is from the East Geelong Eagles. Doesn't need much introduction. He's been around footy for as long as I can remember. He's the coach of the East Geelong Eagles, Ricky O'Toole. Good morning, Rick.
Good morning, Dick. Thanks for having me.
That's a pleasure, mate. Fantastic indeed. Now, start with this season at the moment. It's not exactly going the way that you would have thought it might have gone back in round 1.
No, it's not. I mean, it's been a very disappointing season for various reasons, but some of them out of our control. But that's footy, unfortunately. But we've got 5 rounds to go, and hopefully we can get some good improvement out of the kids, which we've had in the last month to 5 weeks, and knock off a couple of sides heading into the finals.
Ricky, I see that have you gone down the path of a youth policy, because your team seems a lot younger now than what it has been in the past?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we had, I think it was 11 players under 21 in our side Saturday, and it's been the norm. I've been getting a lot of game time into Chris Warwick and Earl Cody. They've been starting midfield, and both those guys, Chris Warwick's 17 and Earl Cody's 18, they're both under 18s, and they've probably been in our best, probably 4, if we've done a vote count for our best and fairest. We've got really good improvement from Adam Bird and also Zach Watson as well, and obviously we've still got a lot of kids like Luke Priddle, he's only 20, my brother's only just turned 21, so we've got some good kids. We play Liam Crocker, James Mewett and Daniel Cox on the weekend, so we've got good game time in the juniors, we've got some good ones, so we'll keep doing that.
Oh, that's good, because I think that's the future of your club, to be quite truthful. You've in the past probably gone out and recruited all the top players because you were right on the cusp, and that's understandable. But I think, you know, the way forward for East Geelong, in all honesty, is the youth, and I think that's the same for all clubs.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Jimmy Douglas and Jack Stefanowski done a really good job with our under-18s this year. They didn't look like having a side early pre-season, but we've got really good numbers. I think we've had 7 of the under guys eligible for under-18s play seniors this year, so that's what I'll do for the next 5 weeks. I mean, we'll just keep turning over kids, and hopefully next year the club's in a better position for it.
Mate, I threw some names at Luke Rayner last week. I'll throw a couple at you. Chalice, Primke, Mawson, and there's probably 4 or 5 others. You just couldn't replace them, obviously. They're too good a players to replace after they left at the start of the year. But I'll ask the same question as Luke. You've got your good kids, but there might be 1 or 2 years wait. You still have to get something else out of it, don't you? You have to go and recruit a few more.
Definitely. I mean, I think, unfortunately, our season was probably over before it started. We lost Steve Winnell, who's a gun forward, centre-half forward from Hawthorn Amateurs. He broke his ankle in the last practice match, and he's played half a quarter of footy. Ryan Coy has played 2 games, done his knee. Chock Chamberlain, our captain's played 1 game. Lockie Spotter's missed the last 6 weeks. Shane Brebner's missed 7 or 8 games. You can keep going. Michael Sharp played 1 game, dislocated his elbow. I think, so our side, we've been really decimated through injury, which has hurt. Yeah. But I think on the flip side, it gives a lot of opportunity to the young kids, you know, to improve and, you know, set the club up for the next few years, not short-term fix.
Mate, the last question I got, you look different. That's the shockingest haircut I've ever seen. Where'd you get that?
I think
it's terrible.
You wouldn't believe that me and my wife own a hair salon, so she's the blame for this.
Oh, jeez.
But I've just stepped out of work, so obviously I haven't put much effort into it. But yeah, it's one of them things. Yeah, unfortunately, hopefully get a haircut soon.
Ricky, you talk about all those injuries. Are you going to get those fellas back next year?
No, that's the thing, Mitch. Like next year, I wouldn't think so. We might get Coy's retired. Obviously, Murph. We lost Lucas Murphy. I mean, he's a massive loss to our structure, and Steve Winnell. Like, but no, I don't think we'll get many back. I think that's probably maybe a good thing, but it's a little bit concerning. You know, it's one of them things the club needs a player retention. I think that's something that the club struggled with in the last. Even in my time, but even before that, I think it's had a high turnover of players. Grubby mentioned Primke, Chalice, Reese, Tyler Jones. Hayden Graham was a little bit different because he moved to Perth. But there's a lot more like
good names there.
You know, some really quality names. You know, it's Ben Bowman. You know, I mean, it's very, very hard to replace. Like, especially at our level. So.
Ricky.
Hang on.
Sorry, Dick.
We've run out of time.
Have we run out of time?
Yeah, we're out of time, mate.
Well, I was going to ask Ricky what he's doing next year. Yeah, Ricky.
Go on, then.
Yeah,
I
Ricky.
know we don't have to.
You don't have to ask. I was going to put an offer on the table. No, I was just wondering, are you still enjoying your coaching, Ricky?
Yeah, it's been tough this year. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what I'll do next year. Like, it's probably leaning towards not coaching and coaching. I just think it's probably time that. I don't know. I haven't spoken to the club. I mean, we're only 4 weeks out from the season, so yeah, I'm not quite sure.
Okay.
I'm not quite sure.
Oh, that's great. Well, thanks, Rick, for coming in, mate, on a Saturday morning. And not going to believe it, my wife used to be a hairdresser as well, so we're not allowed to go out and tell people that our wives are hairdressers, mate, are we? No. That's okay. That's all in the past now. Good luck to the East Geelong Eagles for the rest of the season.
Thank you.
And good luck for next year as well, whatever you decide to do, mate.
Thanks, boys.
All the best. Thanks, Ricky. Ricky O'Toole, the coach of the East Geelong Eagles. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll talk about all the action on this afternoon and tomorrow. Back up.
Come on, boys, make a noise. We're the red hot Saveloys. We are the boys from Werribee.